Greetings, friends. My name is John Gabriel, and this is the New Calculus channel. So, today I'm going to discuss something that will seem very cranky to most of you, but that's because of the deception, whether willingly or unwillingly, that has been passed down by vile mainstream academics the last, few hundred or so odd years. And the fact I'm going to reveal to you now is that there is no ruler and compass in geometry. In fact, the elements are not even called geometry by the classical Greeks. Okay, the word geometry or ruler or compass doesn't appear anywhere in the elements, and there were no such tools till many decades after these perfect concepts were discovered. So let's begin. Now, I started a little OP on sci.math where you'll find incorrigibly stupid people, and I called this OP ruler and compass were not invented before geometry. In fact, these came many years later. Okay, so now there are those, I just want to read this first one. It says, there are those who in their grand ignorance imagine that ruler and compass came before geometry. That is like saying that clocks were built before the concept of time was realized. I mean, there are even simpler proofs. If you look at nature, for example, and there are many proofs in nature, but there's one irrefutable proof which will basically support my claim and make it irrefutable by any. The fact that the industrious little bee builds beehives with little hexagonal shapes on the cells. So do the little worker bees carry a ruler and a compass inside them? I mean, okay, so I'm a little saddened here because the only person who I'm addressing here on this site is Professor Wolfgang Muckenheim. And he instantly takes an argumentative approach. And you can come here and read here the garbage that he writes down. And, I thought to myself, well, how do I make sure that I'm not the only one thinking these things? And I know I'm not the only one thinking these things. So I wrote to an old professor that I've known for a long time in Greece and told him my views and opinions, and I got a response from him. And so the response is given in this last little comment that I posted. And I'm not going to worry reading the Greek, but the English says, and here's what the English says: I completely agree with what you say. After all, I wrote the same to you in my previous letter. There is no ruler and compass in classical Greece, and the word geometry does not exist in the elements. The Greeks, and this is very profound, by the way, so pay attention. The Greeks did not count when they did science or when they practiced science. They only counted when they did technology. The Greek means when they were working on technology or produced technology. But they always compared, okay? But they compared. And there was only equal and unequal, and these only as mental tools. Get it? There's nothing more except mental thought, right? It's even redundant to say mental thought because thought is mental. So the mathematics of the Greeks were done only with thought, which is why the propositions or the themes that were produced are true forever. You can't rubbish anything in Euclid's elements. I decided, or the works of Archimedes, or the great Apollonius's conics. I decided to leave this Google translation as it is because it's fairly accurate. But pay particular attention to the last two paragraphs. This one and this one. Okay, they're actually quite profound. So it is a great honor to be called a Greek. And I think that modern Greek academics need to wake up and come to the realization that the mathematics they've been practicing is a load of garbage because it's mathematics they learned from the West. And that mathematics is full of flawed ideas, flawed concepts. And it hasn't gone anywhere in the last 150 years, and it's not going to go anywhere. So I'll leave it at that then. My name is John Gabriel. This is New Calculus Channel. Till next time, goodbye.